we talk about that?
Fucking horse.
Episode 5 we're up to. Been a while.
Yep.
Back on the horse.
5 is
weeks.
when you get to a different Roman numeral.
Jesus. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting for that.
He's thinking
all
about
week.
this in the shower. He's
I
like,
was
what
not.
can I do to be an absolute fuckhead
in the
early
intro.
on in
If
this?
I had thought about it, you
Right
would be
out
in
of the gate.
hysterics. All right?
He was in the shower, backhand.
Yeah. Oh, jeez,
trying
Dove soap.
that.
Didn't
Dove
you?
soap.
Weren't you in his shower earlier?
Oh,
He
yeah,
said that he
no,
put
no.
Dove soap in there.
No,
for
there's
you.
none there.
Okay.
Dirty, filthy. Hobo Studios, we're live, we're back. Boys, what's been happening? It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been 3
There's
weeks.
been a lot happening.
Why don't
hasn't
we
there?
start with Benji? He's been gallivanting
Benjo Pattinson.
Traveling around the world. It's been pretty good.
around the world
Well,
Well, to
to
another
Fiji
place
and
in
back.
the world.
yeah,
Fiji. Coconuts?
How was it, mate?
it was excellent. Yeah,
Second overseas trip this year, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's a bit crazy.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea, but we got there.
That's awesome.
Got it
man.
done?
Yeah, got it done.
Looked like some
Snorkeling?
good photos.
Snorkeling every day,
Yeah.
kayaking every day. It was pretty good.
I was in a meeting with Ben today at work, and like we were going through, tasks that people had to do from a couple of weeks earlier, and Ben hadn't finished one, and I looked at him, and he goes, "I've been fucking snorkeling." I
Yeah,
went, "Oh yeah, that's right."
no, it was excellent. Yeah, really good.
What about you, mate? Jigs?
I don't know. Oh, what have I been up to? Took my boy away for just a dad and Cam weekend down the coast, which was good.
That's right. Yeah.
Had a funny, very, very funny moment.
Right.
So he's been away on holidays before, but we always stay in like holiday accommodation where there's a kitchen and all that kind of stuff. So this is the first time he's stayed in a hotel room. So, no kitchen, just the basic little fridge and stuff. And he was bewildered by that.
Did he
But-
get into the little chocolate bars and the...
No, they didn't have that.
No.
It was a pretty
Minibar?
budget place. But we, he was bewildered by that. Why is there no kitchen? Why is there no kitchen? And then he goes to me, there was a mini fridge, and then he goes, "Hey, Dad, how do you use this microwave?" And I took a look and I went, "Mate, that's the in-room safe."
He thought it was a
I
microwave.
was in hysterics. In-room safe. So, yeah, that, yeah.
He had a good view of the pool, apparently.
Oh, yeah. I caught the little bugger sitting out on the balcony overlooking the pool. There's a day club downstairs. So it was a nightclub, but by the pool.
day club?
Yeah, day club.
What?
Yeah, they're
Is that like-
pretty common.
I've never heard of that.
That's
Day
his club.
Is that like...
Just
Is that like daycare, but adults?
We went to one in
something?
Vegas.
Day club. We did.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a day club?
Yeah, it's like
Is
a
that
day. It's
the
like a
Hooters day
nightclub,
club?
but outdoors.
When those Hooters girls were splashing with the water, and we thought we were telling them. Wait, can I start again? We thought
it has been a
they
few
were
weeks.
telling us to quieten down and stop splashing everyone.
Yeah.
And we're like, "Oh, sorry." And they go, "No, splash us." And we're like, "Oh, okay."
We're splashing bikini girls.
water.
Like,
on
this is the best moment
And
of
you
our
got a
lives.
Hooters shirt and you tied the...
Yeah, I'm going to post
I'd
that
be
on our
dreadful.
socials.
Yeah.
That for
We
I
entered
saw
the big,
it.
I entered the t-shirt comp, didn't I? The
Didn't you?
wet t-shirt comp.
Yes.
When something like that happened.
Yeah, we got a photo of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Anyway.
hilarious. Yeah.
We digress. There was a day club outside our hotel room, like off the balcony, and I caught the little bugger just sitting out there looking over at all these girls dancing
good
and stuff.
It's
and
that age.
He was having a great time.
First
We
year of high
also
school.
walked down the main street of Surfers Paradise past Condom Kingdom, and I got a video.
That's a funny
I got
shot.
a video of him just piercing himself.
Yeah.
He was so embarrassed
Yeah, it's a funny shot.
at the condom. So, yeah, very funny weekend. It was good.
Have you seen the slingshot at Surface?
Yeah, we went and stood under it.
Would you do that?
Nah.
Nah, I can't go on.
Is that's the Vomitron?
I
isn't it?
can't.
No, it's a slingshot. It's like on a big pulley, and then it goes down. They
Yeah, and then
latch
they
it
fling
down,
you up in
and
the
then they
air.
just fling
Yeah,
it
That's
up.
the-
I think
that's-
the Vomitron's the one that spins around.
No, the Vomitron was the one on the footy show that Fatty and the Chief
That
went
swings,
on.
though. So I can't,
No,
yeah.
that was this one straight up in the air. It's like a slingshot though. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't do any of those anymore. I can't literally get out of bed. The way I have to get out of bed, if I'm lying on my back, instead of I can't just like sit up and then turn. I need to roll onto my side and like put my legs down and then slowly elevate the head to standing position.
Because you got a pea horn.
What's that
Yes,
got to
but no.
do with this ride?
Well, I can't have any head movement anymore
The
without
vertigo.
feeling dizzy
Oh,
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All
You
right.
sound really concerned.
I am. That sounds unfun for you.
What have you been up to, Scoot? What's been going on?
What have we done on the weekend? The soccer team I used to be in until I got too old was in the semi-final, so I went down and watched that. The Mogul boys, Mogul
Yeah.
B. Yeah, shout out lads. They won their little.
did win?
They won those little semi-final.
Excellent.
So we shall be going to watch them at the Grand
GF.
the GF, the
Excellent.
Granny F, the G final.
Acacia Ridge or something.
Yeah, the
isn't it?
Acacia Ridge.
That's
Acacia.
I won't be there.
A Ridge. Yeah, so see if they can. They're doing really well. Since I left the team, they're doing really, really well.
Is that are you,
Correlation does not come
your
from
team
equal
that you're
causation.
playing in? They're not in the finals or anything.
We've got 2 more games, so we're
have you?
we're on the borderline of finals. So, but my little goalkeeping faux pas. I'm not sure if we've talked about this yet.
No, we haven't. No.
From
No,
2
we
weeks
haven't. I
ago,
was going to bring it up.
may cost us a final
Oh,
spot.
true. What happened?
He leaked like a sieve.
Yeah, look, it wasn't quite like a sieve. It was more like something less, like more leaking.
He was
than a
like
sieve.
an ATM. He was open 24/7.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, so it was a tough game. In the first half, they scored, and I pointed this out to the referee,
Yeah.
that
Bet you-
our goalkeeper got kicked in the head during the act of them scoring the goal.
shit, really?
And I'm like, just explain to me how that's a goal if our goalkeeper's kicked in the head.
Kicked
He's
in the
like, oh,
head.
he didn't get hit in the head. Next minute, he's off with a concussion. I'm like, champ, you got kicked in the head.
There's tag marks all over
not
his
bitter.
face. Yeah.
So goalkeeper had to go off at half time.
Is that the
And-
tall fella?
Yeah, yeah,
He's about
Zane.
8'4".
Yeah, former Olympian for volleyball, not for soccer, but he's working it out. He's making it work.
Yeah.
He's really good. And then at halftime, it was like, who's going to go keeper? And I
Did
was
you
like,
have the same
oh,
talk
I
as
had that
always at
reluctant,
halftime?
oh, look, I mean, I'm happy to have a go. I'm not very good, probably. Like, just thinking they'd move on to the next person.
And they've all jumped
And then
on it.
Trav's like, yeah, all right, then, you go. I was like, okay. So then
Were you down at halftime?
we're down 1-0.
Did you have the same talk that you have every halftime?
Yeah,
we're
so,
better
yeah,
than these
yeah,
guys.
boys, we're better than these
Yeah.
guys. We can do it,
Yep.
passing, don't panic. Yeah, all that. So then I was goalkeeper. I was quite nerve-wracking, to be honest. More nerve-wracking than I thought. Just the pressure of it
Yeah,
all.
right.
And
Yeah.
this is we had a big talk before the game. This is a must-win game, lads.
Oh,
Those
jeez.
words were said. This is a must-win game, lads.
Do or die.
Yeah. So I'm there with the ill-fitting gloves on, and I can't
Don't
remember.
blame the gloves.
Yeah,
Hey, you needed a middle finger extension for
yeah,
Pappy.
all that. Yeah.
No, Pappy.
So then, I don't know
I
if you
don't
can
think we've
picture this.
talked about Pappy
So
yet.
one of the hardest things when you're goalkeeping is decision making. So they've made a break down the right wing. Then the guy's crossed it in, a good cross in that no man's land where I'm like, do I come off my line and try to collect this ball?
Yeah.
Or do I wait for something to happen, our defenders to try to defuse it, and I just block the shot if there's a shot?
Yeah.
I decided I'm staying on my line and I let my defender sort it out.
Help
And
out,
my
yeah.
defender was running towards me as the ball came across. So all he could do was pass it back to me. Simple move.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
And then it's come to me. I've put my foot to just control the ball like I would do in a normal situation that wasn't on the goal line. Simple soccer, like under 7 stuff.
Trap.
Trap the ball. But it's kind of like hit my foot and then come off sideways and dribbled along, like really slowly along the goal, like diagonally towards the goal line, across the goal. And it's slow motion in my head. How do I stop this from going over
So
the
you just-
goal line?
you just
And I've
watched-
like run at it, and
You
I've
just watched
thought,
it.
and I've basically watched it.
Oh, no. Right.
Dribble over the yeah. Anyway,
Oh.
so that was, and then I conceded another 2 after that. But then
So it was well and truly
the other
dusted
2
by then.
they're pretty good shots and stuff. But that one, and that was the turning point of the game. Is heads
How
down.
was their attitude
Oh,
towards
look,
you
I'll-
after the game?
I'll compliment them. Like there was no. That was the worst I've felt on a soccer field.
Yeah.
But there was no. Like I could tell they didn't look at me, but they
No one made eye contact.
but they didn't say anything. So
They're waiting. You getting in your car? Has Scott gone yet? Has he gone yet? Then like,
And they all unleashed.
yeah, so they did well to. That was the season gone in that moment, but they didn't say anything negative. So
yeah. A couple of weekends ago, I went away to Byron on my own. Had a couple of nights there. That was fun. Caught up with some bands and took the guitar, did a bit of songwriting. Then, was it last week? Last Monday, played basketball again. Got hammered, but last night we played. Where
you had a win.
like you said, worst soccer game you've ever been involved in. This is the worst basketball game I've ever been involved in. Guess how many points we had at half time?
You guys?
Yeah.
30.
I'm going to say 12.
4.
Oh, what did they have?
20, I think.
Yeah.
We ended up with 11.
Now,
11 points.
Now, my
the whole
12-year-old has
game.
just made the semi-finals. He had a shitload more than that. He scored
By himself.
14 points by himself alone.
We need him. Like,
Yeah, get him out there.
Their
He
centre last
reckons
night,
he could play.
he was really tall. He's probably just under. He's probably 6 foot. He's probably taller than you, 6'7" or something. But I was defending him a bit, and he was resting his arm on my shoulder. That's how tall he was. So I started
What was the
giving him
final
shit
score?
to put him off his game,
Yeah.
and I was just sledging him and all that, and just he
Doesn't
missed
work
a
when
couple.
you're losing.
Oh no, we were brutal. And I looked at the scoreboard, and I knew we got 2 points because we were scrapping for everything. And they're all river trouts. Like every shot
What's
we
a river
did
trout?
in and out like a river trout.
Okay.
So it hits the ring
Yeah.
a couple of times, then bounces out, doesn't go in. But it was painful.
Yeah.
And,
She had it in her mouth and the kids walked in.
yeah, you bought her drinks all night, took her home.
So that was your worst game of basketball ever?
I think so. Yeah, it was shocking. Yeah.
What was the final
and
score?
I had 3 shots. I got none of them. They all went dunk 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 and then out. Final score was probably 40-11.
That's pretty bad.
That's yeah.
My worst game of soccer ever was not, funnily enough, like my personal performance in that goalkeeping situation was probably the worst. But I'm not expected to be a good goalkeeper. But
It's not your
worst
position.
game of soccer I've been involved is we actually won 5-4, but it was so, like we were leading 5-0.
Oh, one of them.
And then they've come back 5-4. When that final thing, like usually we go sing the song and everything. It was just like we're not singing it.
Flat.
That was the worst win ever.
You should sing the song on the potty.
Yeah,
one
we'll
time,
get it
yeah.
going. I've got to teach you guys the words.
Yeah.
I'll give it a miss.
Well, soccer. Back to the World Cup,
Yep.
Ladies World Cup.
It was good.
4th. We got 4th.
Yeah, I got something to tell you about that.
Anastasia wants to put a.
It's the statue. Yeah, some people are questioning that. Is fourth worth a statue?
What do you think?
No.
No.
I think it's a good. I think
Get a statue up.
gets. I don't know.
They've created a big wave throughout Australia. I
Yeah.
think that's amazing.
It's
and
a
that's great.
groundbreaking change in
Yeah.
the landscape of women's sport.
Yeah. I don't know about a statue yet.
Do you remember?
Statue probably not.
Do you remember a couple episodes ago where we talked about me at the A League and how I missed
Yeah.
that goal because I was at
Yeah,
the bar?
The only goal.
So
of
in the
game.
Tilly's game, you know how we were down 1-0 and then we came back and it was
Which game are we
1-1.
talking about?
The one that they got knocked out on.
England.
Oh
the
yeah.
Tilly's
Yeah.
So we were down 1-0.
Then we scored again quickly.
Tilly's came back and scored and it was back to 1-1.
Yep.
I missed that goal. I was
on the job.
I was
Occupied. Yeah, the
job.
occupied
And
sign.
then after we were done and dusted, I turned it back on and it was 1-1. I'm like, I should just not watch.
Yeah.
Like they're scoring goals while I'm not watching.
Well, I told you to
What's on
to the
job?
bar at the soccer game, the
I
semi-final.
didn't. I brought my own beers with
Yeah,
me.
they still scored. So
They did really well, though. I mean,
Yeah.
for.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those ones, and it happens in World Cups. You just get a little bit ahead of yourself about like the trajectory, and it's like we can do this, we can, and then you get like that's if you watch the grand final, Spain versus England. Spain was really, really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like the way they just passed it around, it was just like keep away. It was next level.
What about the kiss?
I don't know much about it. I've seen just like the still shots of it.
He definitely lingered. He
I don't
definitely
know.
lingered.
I don't know
there.
if that's a thing people do, like in that culture or not.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
she
think it was a
said she didn't
culture
like it. So I think an apology is in order. If it sounds like he's getting sacked, is he?
Is he really?
Yeah.
I think he's getting sacked from the
Yeah.
whole thing. That comes down to like, has he had prior form? Has he got other stuff that he's done?
yeah.
It comes for me. It comes down to will she accept the apology, and is
Yeah.
it just a one-off that he's made
He was
this
so
mistake
excited and got
because he was so excited?
Yeah,
but
don't do it. Don't do it.
yeah, probably wouldn't do it.
Kiana Pittman has said that something similar happened to her, and she didn't think it was a problem at the time. It was like a similar situation. Someone with kissing as the culture back when she was hurdling.
Oh, okay.
And then she said, well, now looking back on it,
I've
I think
noticed.
that was wrong.
Think it was wrong.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've noticed it's a big thing in Olympic diving, like that the coaches.
Oh, yeah.
And I've always been a bit uncomfortable about it.
Yeah.
Like that just seemed
The male coaches they're usually quite young.
and the gymnastics as
yeah,
well.
because the divers and the gymnasts are usually quite young.
Yeah, I'm quite uncomfortable about it.
Yeah, watching stuff like that.
Yep.
We'll move on to the basketball. Speaking of basketball as well,
Yeah.
obviously,
FIBA World Cup,
the
FIBA.
FIBA.
Aussies got beat
Is that
by
what it's called? They're running with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Germany, but we won the first game. Who was that?
Won the first game. Finland
That's right.
beat
Yep.
Finland, and then
Where is it?
It's in Japan, Philippines, Indonesia.
And Indonesia.
Is it men's and women's or
Just
No,
men's.
men's?
Just
Just
men's.
men's. Yeah.
Then we lost the second game, a real close one. Did you watch it?
Yeah,
It
against
was
Germany.
a belter of a game.
Yeah.
It was so. And did you see? I don't know if it was Giddy, but Giddy launched the 3-ball at the
and got
buzzer,
fouled.
and he got fouled.
Yeah.
But I think they said it was just after the siren that he got
Yeah.
fouled.
So what's the go with Australia? Are we called the Boomers? Is still?
Boomers, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that? Where are we in the world?
We're fourth.
Jeez,
think
We're
really?
the
pretty
fourth
good,
seed,
yeah.
I think, in the comp.
What countries are good at basketball?
We did win a
Oh,
bronze
USA,
medal.
of course.
Yeah, obviously.
Did we win? we won a bronze medal at the Olympics, so we're not bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Paddy Mills is a star. He's a
he's
better
so
player
good.
for Australia than he is. As he played at Brooklyn at the moment, I think he's
The
at the
NBA.
Nets.
Yeah.
What other countries are running? Canada, is that a thing?
I don't think it's basketball.
Canada, they
USA.
playing hockey too much.
Doncic is just off the leash.
He's Serbian.
Yeah.
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 They played Georgia last night.
He's a freak.
Yeah.
He's an
They're good
absolute
teams. Some of the European teams are really good.
I don't want
so.
to basketball bash, but I'm about to.
You have in other
You
episodes.
should.
Okay, we've already
I
talked
can't
about...
watch a game of basketball now without thinking about Ben's words that they turn the game on and turn
Multi-ball.
the game off.
Yeah.
and
Oh, no, I
put
think
multi-ball on.
multiple.
Yeah, they need multiple.
Yeah.
But firstly, the scoring's too frequent. We've been through that whole
Yep.
thing about... I just think the scoring's too frequent, and it's not... It's one team, I want the other team. One team, the other team. Whereas AFL, it's a bit more... There's a bit more to do between getting the ball and then scoring. Whereas basketball, you're expected to score if you get the ball.
We've
and
been through this.
I know, been through that part. The other thing I struggle with is, as a kid getting into... height is such an unfair advantage.
Oh, yeah.
It's such an advantage that
Nah,
it... Fuck
You're
off.
wrong.
It is.
you're wrong.
Oh,
Okay,
last night
height's
it
not
was.
an advantage.
This
Oh,
guy,
okay.
This guy was unco. He wasn't that great a player, but he was so tall, so much
Okay.
taller than everyone else,
So-
that they just get him the ball and no
Yeah.
one could reach him.
Yeah, so
And he
why-
he was like shooting
still-
it.
Okay,
against
compared to
banking it, and then-
AFL,
yeah.
Yeah, all right. Wait for... Yeah, I see you're going to say
Are you
something.
done,
No,
champion?
no, I'm not. That's why I'm still talking. So, height is such an advantage. All the other
basketball
sports,
it is, yeah.
like AFL, you get some nuggety little players, they're good at ground level. You get some tall forwards, you get some tall defenders. Same with soccer, doesn't matter. Messi's not a tall lad. You do get some tall defenders, but it's not the determining factor. Whereas basketball, you've got to be... I know you're going to have some example, Muggsy Bogues for the Bulls or wherever he played for. No, he didn't play.
Well, is it?
No, he didn't
It's
play
because
for
the,
the Bulls.
the goals in the sky. That's why.
Yeah, the goal's in the sky, so you're going to have a bunch of tall people.
That is the most simplified thing ever.
So what happens if you're
goals in the sky.
What if you're really skilled and as a kid, but then you just don't grow? You got to be so much
we
better than
done?
everyone
Are
else.
you fucking
okay,
done,
I think so.
champion?
Let me just think of one more thing. The jerseys look shit. Okay, go.
Okay.
Nice
Are you-
shirt,
are-
by the way.
are you
Nice
done?
shirt.
I am finished.
Okay. So, yes, you can be a bit of a Gumby, and height means that you will survive in a basketball world better than, you know, if you
A
just
Gumby
let
who's short.
skills do the thing. Have you seen Wembanyama, the new guy who just got drafted number 1 for San Antonio? He's like 7 foot a million.
What's his name?
Wembanyama.
Oh,
He's
is he
a
from the
French.
Flintstones?
No, he's not from the Flintstones. He's a French.
Bam Bam.
Yeah, he's a French fella. He's fucking enormous, but he is a bit lanky and Gumby. But there is a case to be made for short basketball players. So my son just made the semi-finals. He's the shortest player on the team. He's the best player on the team.
Yeah.
And it's his skills are mint. And he's not significantly shorter, but he does still have big, tall, Gumby kids that just swat the fuck out of him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he knows how to cope with that. He knows
Yeah.
how to pass. He knows how to step back. He knows how to do all the moves. Steph Curry is my height. He's a short ass in the NBA. He's 6'3",
Yeah.
and he's arguably the best player in the NBA.
What about Coxie for
The big,
Pies?
the
We'll
big
move on to
Coxon.
AFL.
Yep.
Oh, no right to reply.
Minor.
Oh no, you've had your moment. You used up all your
I
replies.
think
the
in
last
basketball,
episode.
there's a place for both sides. Obviously, there is,
Yeah.
because look at Paddy Mills, brilliant player and all that.
They're exceptions. Like,
Yeah,
they are
that's-
exceptions.
There are some, and
There is a
this
case
guy
for the big
last night,
Gumbies.
like I said, he was a Gumby.
Yeah.
But we couldn't rebound. He was so
Yeah.
tall.
Shaquille
But he
O'Neal.
got all the rebounds, and for,
Shaquille O'Neal was a massive Gumby. He was the worst free throw shooter in the history of the game. They had to change the rules. Did you know they changed the rules because teams just knew as soon as Shaq gets the ball,
Just
we'll
foul him.
foul the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Because he will miss everything from the free throw line. So they actually came up with the Shaq rule where they stopped teams from being able to do that. So
Okay.
yeah, big Gumbies. Yeah, there's a case for it, but there's still a. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not everything.
It's not everything,
not.
but it's. I
It's
feel.
an advantage.
I feel it's too much of it is about height.
You watch
There's
the
some
NBA.
baskets in the sky.
You watch the
Best thing
NBA,
ever.
there is not a huge amount of big, tall Gumbies getting around.
But you think of like,
But they're big and tall.
but you're
No,
and
they're
you're
not.
probably talking about the comp I'm playing. It's Division 2, and but if Steph Curry's your height
Yeah,
and he's a guard,
yeah,
that's
yeah. So there is,
You know.
yes, they're big and tall, but not in the big scheme of all the people in that league. So there's not too many big and tall, over the top Gumbies in that league that can make it. They just can't.
yeah. Well,
going back to
Coxie,
the Pies.
yeah, Pies.
Coxie,
Minor
forced
premiers?
his way back. Yeah, minor
Well done.
premiers. I've got an apology to make to Ben.
Oh,
I said that they were fucked and that they needed
The
a
Swans.
lot of things to go
Who,
right.
the Swannies.
They
Yeah.
finished sixth.
Yeah, 6 now.
And
you're in, man.
convinced.
Yeah.
How good's that?
And
Very good.
they're in good form.
We lost to Melbourne on the weekend.
Yeah, but Melbourne and Brisbane, I reckon, are the two teams that have hit form at the right time of the
And
year.
Buddy's
We
gone.
have hit terrible form.
Yeah.
Port Adelaide have hit terrible form.
Here's a stat for you. What is the lowest place team that... Or did I say reach the grand final or win a grand final? Give me either. Reverse that. Reverse that.
Reach
Go.
the-
What's
I
the
don't-
what's the
I don't
lowest
know
place
what
team?
reach the grand final is.
Well, let's just say win the
I know
comp.
what win is.
Win the comp.
is the Western Bulldogs.
Where did they finish in the league?
They finished 7th.
Okay, and when was this? This is
so I
Bob
think
Murphy's.
prior to that, Adelaide.
In 98?
98, they
Yep.
finished 5th.
It's pretty
and won
impressive,
it.
Fubbit, isn't it? I knew that. I knew that,
Yep,
Fubbit.
he's probably drilled it in
98,
there.
Crows.
Is he listening in?
Go Crows.
No, he hasn't listened yet.
Shout out to Fub.
2016, Western Bulldogs finished 7th and won it. Now, controversially, that was the first year that they introduced the bye, the gap between when the last round finished and... Actually, I've got another question for you
Just
guys.
finish that first. That one.
Yeah. So that was the first year that they introduced the week off between finishing the regular season and starting
everyone's
the
like,
finals.
it's disrupted our momentum, man.
Yeah, all that stuff. Now, I've got another question for you. Collingwood finished first. They play Melbourne at the MCG,
Who were they, fourth?
who are fourth.
Yep.
Yep.
Both of those teams have the MCG as their home ground.
Makaguju.
So when you come first, part of coming first is...
Carry on. Don't even acknowledge that comment.
Yeah, just shut up.
Okay.
Part of coming first is you
get
get
the shower
the
first.
home ground.
I was trying to think of something.
Jesus. Part of coming first is you get the home ground advantage in the first final, right? when it's first, fourth, and they're both the MCG, do you think there should be an advantage for the like? There's no advantage. Like Collingwood would have been better off coming second.
That's why the McIntyre system is better.
Collingwood would have been better off coming second and playing Port Adelaide, who are an out of form team, and they would have had to travel to play at the MCG. But now we're playing against Melbourne, and it's 50-50 crowd.
So your only alternative is go to the McIntyre system.
Or should Collingwood get Collingwood supporters, because it will sell out? Should Collingwood get 75% of the tickets?
So there's more home.
So they get a
support.
home ground advantage.
No, I think
They'll
just
get the home change room though, won't they?
like the draw. Maybe
Nah,
they
that
get.
doesn't matter really. And
Oh, it does
yeah.
when you're at home. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they can get something
I'm
else.
pretty sure
like-
anyone who uses the MCG has their own change rooms.
Oh.
I think that's.
They'd
the
have a
way.
home and away though. Change room.
Yeah, but I think because there's a few teams, I'm not 100% sure of this, but I think there's a few teams that just have their change rooms.
We should have
I
checked
think-
it last
I don't
time we were
know.
there.
That
Maybe they
might
could
be
just
right.
When
get-
old mate took a
That might be
photo of
wrong.
our feet.
Maybe they could just get like some free sauce at the canteen or a free cup tray per player.
All right.
They charge you. Is it 50 cents a cup tray or is it $1 now? Free cup tray. That sorts it out. So that's done. So free
I
cup
love
tray.
it. I love it. When we talk about something like fucking Scott with his knife and fork eating a pizza, how he'll bang on for 30 minutes and that's okay. But we want to talk about AFL for 2
serious
minutes.
business.
And he's getting all stroppy like
Serious AFL business.
What about the
Seriously.
canteen with some tomato
Serious
fucking
AFL business.
sauce?
Okay,
Oh.
so well, this is interesting. So the McIntyre.
yeah, now it's interesting.
So the McIntyre
Okay, yeah.
system, for anyone unaware of what that is, in the NRL, do we still do the McIntyre
No,
system?
they fucked
switched
that
it.
off
That was
and
years
went
ago.
to
went to
That
the
was probably when I
AFL
stopped watching sport.
To answer your original question, though, I think didn't someone win from 8th in the NRL?
Parramatta, didn't
Yeah.
they came second, but then Storm had their thing revoked, so I think they might have won. Remember the whole
Well, I
salary
didn't
cap?
get it, but I think
They came from 8th to
Yeah.
get pretty far in the finals. Paz.
no one's
Yeah, I don't think they got all the
won
way.
out of the top 4 for years.
And that's
yeah.
What, but is that since they changed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the McIntyre system.
The AFL
Yeah.
system's better because the McIntyre system, that 1 versus 8, that was fucking boring every year. It was a dud
yes,
rubber.
but it's for the I agree. The AFL system is probably more of a spectacle for the fans, but I believe the McIntyre system is fairer in terms of the advantage you get. If I finish number 1, I'd rather play number 8. I know there's a whole week off in the other system, but let me play with you. And then the 2 teams that drop out are the 2 lowest ranking losers.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they all
I
play
think-
each other. 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, etc. And the 2
I think
lowest
there's
ranking losers.
Pros
that's
and
the
cons
fairest.
for both systems, and I think
Yeah.
It's
the
just too
league,
complicated.
the league went to the AFL system because the competition was getting closer and closer.
Yeah, I think
So,
it's also like there's less problems with the AFL system. Like this is a unique problem that they both happen to have the same home ground. This
Well,
doesn't happen that
There's a
often.
chance Thursday night the Bronx get the minor premiership against
Yeah.
Storm, and the Storm have beaten the Bronx the last 13 times in a row.
Really?
Yeah, so
Really?
it's going to be tough. But
Remember, you can get in roulette, you can get red or black come
Yeah,
up a
I
shitload
did.
of times.
I
in
got
a row.
a shitload
like that
of
fateful night.
That fateful night
Yeah.
when I got it about 14
Yeah.
times in a row and lost a lot
Like,
of
it could just be
lot of
chance.
money.
Could just be
before we
a
move
coin flip.
on, we've got some admin to get to, but before we move on, I want your guys' opinion on this. If we had an Olympic Games style of competition, but everyone was on the juice.
Yeah,
What,
that's been
everyone
talked
can just
about.
take.
been
Like
talked
have your clean Olympics,
Clean Olympics, yeah.
and then you
your juiced Olympics.
juiced up
So
Olympics.
everyone
It's actually
can
happening.
just-
I think it's actually happening.
Oh, is it?
I'm pretty sure. I saw a news article.
Just to
about
see how far the human body can go.
Yeah.
Like if you
But
like,
it's-
what's the fastest 100 meters in the world?
Yeah, I
Usain
watch it.
Bolt.
We watch it.
And then,
Oh, yeah.
then
Just
someone's on
hearts
the
exploding. It'd be fun. It'd be awesome.
someone's on the
Is that
source,
a risk?
and if
Who's insuring this?
I don't
They
know.
signed
you
something.
Maybe.
crack
Yeah.
crack 9 seconds or something. For
yeah, I'd
100
watch
meters.
it. It should be a Super
It would
League or
be
something like that.
entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be fun, hey?
Yeah.
I reckon it'd be
The
entertaining.
problem
Where do you
is,
draw the line?
I'll tell you what the problem is with a
Here we
lot of
go.
things these days
Here we
is the
fucking go.
liability. Where's the personal responsibility come in? Like, they would never do that because of liability. But if the people are saying, I understand I could die from this, they still wouldn't do it because they still worry about the liability.
yeah.
Like,
yeah. But if you sign the form, like the
Should be-
Fosbury flop
The Frosby flop.
consent form,
Yeah.
dangerous form, but you're on the roids, right?
Yeah, the
Your
roids.
nuts shrink, your muscles get bigger, but you're a fast little bastard.
If someone
Where do you
wants...
draw the line, though? Can I have like some kind of mechanical
Yes,
shit
anything.
built into my body? Am I allowed to do
Just
that?
see how far the human body
I think
can
there'd be
go.
different
So my
categories.
for the shot put, I've got like a mechanical arm. That'd
That'd be more of an engineering contest. That'd be cool. Like, I think you're going to have separate categories. So you're going to have what's the word, like bio-aided
Bionic man.
Organic.
You're going to have the organic,
Steve Austin.
yeah, substances, and then you're going to have the.
I've
the
shown my
engine-
age now.
And yes, and that would not be allowed because people would be sacrificing their lives to do it. But that is their right. If you want to be here for a short time,
Yeah.
but a good time, and set some kind of
Yeah.
just
I want to run the
world-first
100
thing,
metres in 5 seconds.
Why?
Across the
No.
finish line, your heart explodes, but you had your moment.
Yeah.
Why is life on such a pedestal? My life is my life. If I want to have it over as shortly or as longly as I want, and I want to do some bloody race where my heart is hooked up to some engineering device to make it pump twice as quick, that is my choice.
Well, I think you can do it. They don't want sponsors involved.
Where did you
Well,
hear that?
there'd be
They
some
Yeah, I
might
don't
be.
think
They might be
Gatorade
doing
wants
it.
to
We'll
be
sponsor it.
tied to that
Well, they'll
heart
sponsor us.
explosion.
One of the two.
Where'd you hear they might be doing something like that?
I
Is
saw a
it,
news article, and the guy was actually talking about it. I can't remember what it was
That's
about.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would be
It's
like,
got to be fucking.
you know,
Elon
like
Musk.
pole vault, like high jump. You know, all those events.
Yeah.
But to see how far the human body can go.
They
Yeah.
just go up.
Now-
You can't.
I think life is on a pedestal.
We asked listeners to give us names for our mascot.
We asked our
the horse.
stablemates. They're
We
our
asked-
listeners.
That's stable, mate.
Yep,
We've already
we
got a name
asked
for the listeners.
stablemates to give
Yep.
us names for
Great
the horse,
response,
and
yeah.
I've been collecting them. Now you guys haven't heard these.
Oh,
Oh, hang on.
Aaron,
What's happened?
okay.
We've got a
What's
delivery.
happened?
Who's here?
Okay,
got a
I'm
delivery.
going to go open the door. There's someone at the door. Who's this?
Knock,
Who's
knock.
this? What's this?
That's the knock.
Going on.
Who's this?
Hello.
Who's this?
How you going?
We've got a visitor.
Who's a visitor?
Yeah.
Now we have a visitor. Now this is planned.
Oh, really?
No, you can stay.
We're not.
This is planned. Now, Leggie,
Who's our visitor?
you said you were hungry before.
No. You,
So I didn't want you to go hungry. I would hate for you to go hungry. So Erin, Scott's wife.
Don't
has-
don't mention she's my wife. Some of the listeners might think I'm single still. But don't destroy the dream for people.
I often talk about you on this podcast and the shit you have to put up with.
Let's get it. Take a seat. Take a seat over there.
you
Come and have
want to have a
seat.
chat?
Yeah.
Now, Leggie,
I'll
we
have a real
talked about
cut.
this a few episodes ago. You
Wow.
have never tried a Big Mac.
No, you're not. You
After
haven't.
working for Macca's.
You worked for Macca's. You were a manager of Macca's.
Yeah.
You've never tried a Big Mac. You told me you were
You
hungry.
shitheads. Did you know about this?
No.
Ben?
What have we got? What's Leggie?
got Big
What's
Macs.
Leggie got?
Like a Big Mac.
Well, what options have we got for burgers?
Big Mac.
There's 4 Big Macs. Oh shit!
No,
No,
He's not. He's not. He's not having that.
That's yours.
Aaron, save me, please.
So, Leggie,
Wow.
on the podcast, would you like to try your first Big Mac
Well,
Yes.
If it's for the stable mates, I'll do it.
for the stablemate?
And we've all got one, so I'll have a knife and fork for mine, please.
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Did you bring it?
Yeah. I'll get it. Yeah, don't get up.
Don't get it.
Take a seat, Aaron. Take a seat. Take a seat. We're gonna hear some anecdotes.
All right, so Leggie is going to try.
Wow.
first
Well, what
ever
about
Big
the
Mac
admin? Did you want to
live
get
on
that
the
out of the
potty.
road first? Did you want to go through those?
No, we want
They're
to
my
watch
notes,
you eat.
yeah.
We
We
want
can-
to watch you eat your Big Mac first.
Oh,
I
do I have to do that now?
think. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Here he goes. What does it look? What do you think? Give it a smell first.
It smells this.
Now I've got a question. It's a special sauce on the Big Mac.
you know what
It's-
it smells
it's world
like?
famous.
What?
How have you not tasted this?
It smells like the aprons that we used to wear when we worked there when we were 15, 16. That's what it smells like.
Yeah.
No matter how hard you wash them, how many times.
All right, here he goes. He's about to have his first bite. Tasting.
Can I just have one?
No, eat the
No,
whole thing.
you eat
Really?
one
No.
It
bite.
might be great.
One burger.
It is great.
Enjoy it. Here he goes.
Oh. I don't want to ruin my. All right.
Just here we go, and he's shaking. And there he goes. Now you are caught
you
up
think?
to the rest of the
What do you
world.
think? What do you
well
think?
done.
What do you think?
Let him
What do you think? Now, do you have a Belvedere? Do you remember Belvedere on the Bert Newton show? And he could do the limerick. I want your answer in limerick format. Okay. And I'd suggest starting there. Once was a man from Enos.
There was a young lady from Reno who lost all her dough playing Keno. But she lay on her back and opened a crack, and now she owns a casino.
What about the Big Mac?
I forgot about that.
He's going in for a second bite.
He likes it.
I think he
Do you
likes
like
it. He's realising
Do you actually
why I've
like
been
it?
calling him a dickhead
It's
for
great,
all
isn't
these
it?
years.
It's actually not too bad.
Yeah, of course it's not too bad. It's world
pricks.
famous. It's popular. It's their best-selling product.
Yeah, it's...
Pretty good, eh?
Well,
Should we
you shitheads.
let him finish it now and we'll come
Yeah,
back?
it doesn't sound great in stunning HD.
Like him chewing into
Yeah,
the microphone.
It's not ideal.
Well, how about we let him finish it and we'll be back. Right. That was good. How'd you go? Are you okay? Have you recovered? You didn't finish it.
I couldn't finish it.
Couldn't or just didn't?
Hey?
Couldn't or just didn't?
Oh,
Yeah, a fair bit of
if
it.
I was...
Tasted like apron.
Yeah, just...
Scoots-
Reminds you of the smell of... Yeah.
Meanwhile, Scoot's sitting over there eating his with a knife and fork like a fuckhead.
A knife and F,
like
yeah.
a human, not like an animal.
Knife and F.
Like an animal.
Oh, speaking of which, I watched you eat yours. What the
Yeah.
fuck were you doing?
I eat mine in a weird way. I eat it from the top down, layer by layer. And
Makes sense.
No, it doesn't. It's
Because
because
doesn't.
No, well,
That
No.
negates the
There's-
need of a burger where you're
there's a
meant to get all
reason.
the
It's
layers.
because every Big Mac I've ever had has been like on the road driving back from gigs.
oh, you got to eat it with one
yeah.
You
hand.
got to eat one
as you're
hand.
driving.
Yeah, so it's just like level.
Yeah.
And now I don't do that anymore.
the
but I
amount
still
of
eat the
shit
same way.
I can do in a car
Yeah.
while driving
I know.
is impressive.
Yeah.
Like back in the day where you could make a phone call,
Yeah.
I'd have the phone in one hand, a coffee in another. I'd be smashing down a burger.
Driving with your knees, yeah.
Driving with my knees.
My boys, they always get up me for driving my knees. And then
Yeah, because sometimes you need to play air drums.
Yeah, exactly. I said to them,
We've agreed on
said-
something. Episode 5.
yeah. I said to
Mark
them,
it down, Ben.
I said to them, I said it's just like junkie rooms. I didn't say that part. I didn't say it was like shoot up rooms.
Junkie room.
Like, shoot up rooms,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, I did not say that, but I was thought that. But it's like that. When they do their driving tests and their driving lessons with their instructor, their professional instructor, they should get taught how to drive with their knees because they're gonna do it. When they're older, at least learn the proper technique of how to do that.
Right.
It's like junkie shoot up rooms. If it's gonna happen, it's the same principle. Anyway, Big Mac. What I would like to say about the Big Mac,
Here we go. Fuck.
about the Big Mac, like Benji eats it top down.
Yep.
What I actually just discovered there in eating this Big Mac is I really like, because it's basically every layer. There's 2 layers of meat separated by a bun, and they're like mirrored, like those layers. And I want to talk about pickle distribution.
No.
No. If you
You've
get
had your airplay.
No. The pickle distribution, say on a cheeseburger, they don't care. They have not been taught about that. So you might get a small pickle and a big pickle, and they're like on top of each other, right on the left of the burger. At least with this, when those
2
teenage
episodes in a row. This is too much.
no. At least, with a Big Mac, when that teenager packs that burger with complete disregard for pickle distribution, they got 2 shots at it, and the chances are they're gonna make one side pickle heavy on the first layer, and they're gonna make the other side pickle heavy on the other layer.
Ben, stop nodding at him politely.
No,
No, he understands.
You are-
Yeah,
What-
I
what-
always order extra pickles on anything from.
Oh, do ya?
Yeah, just on the off chance it'll get in the right spot.
Yeah. So pickle distribution is a thing.
Listen, when they used to make the cheeseburgers or junior burgers back then, it was 1 on each burger, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Big Mac had 2. Quarter Pounders had 2. McFeasts had 2.
Mm-hmm.
But that was it. Yeah. We had to do yields and all that kind of... Anyway, that's another...
How
Yeah.
about the Cokes though?
Coke with whatever you put in mine.
There is
Holy
no
shit.
way I'm drinking that Coke without pouring something in.
I
haven't tasted plain Coke.
I
in a long
accidentally
time.
tasted a plain Coke the other day without Jack Daniels in it, and I was like, what is this?
We are getting a weird balance on this podcast of you and I disagreeing and agreeing
agreeing,
on
yeah.
things. It's weird. We haven't had this before.
Admin.
Can we? Yeah, let's go back to admin.
All right, let's
So-
go back to... Oh, no. The other thing.
Fuck.
Paper straws.
straws,
They
though?
suck.
All
I
right,
hate
move
them.
on.
Yeah.
We hate paper straws. Everyone
Yeah,
knows.
that's
The world
what-
knows.
yeah,
They don't need to hear it
All
on
I
this
would like to say
podcast.
about paper straws is that I think we should all sign an agreement that is not the thing we're we all just use plastic straws and we'll harm the environment in that way, knowingly.
Yep.
I'll do something else. I'll walk to work every day. If I have
From here,
to.
You do.
Yes, from here. If I
so you
never
use a
have to.
plastic straw.
If I can use a plastic straw, let's all agree on that.
Just
By the
keep
time you get there, you have to turn around and come back.
Yeah, well, I'll go on
Life-
Macca's on the way through and get a really satisfying drink with a plastic
Life
straw.
hack, keep a metal straw in your glove box. All right, let's move on.
Okay, we can
Okay,
move on.
yes.
So the segue was, we were talking about Olympics. Now, naming our mascot.
Yes.
The Back on the Horse podcast mascot. We asked the
He's
stablemates
right
to
there.
message in. And, yep, he's on my shirt. For those watching the vid, there he is. There he is. He usually says
He's
no.
a sexy beast.
Hey,
He's
Ben.
a sexy beast. He's got some problems. He's got some challenges in life. Like he's
all right. We all
had
do.
a head knock or two. Okay, so I've got some names. Now we're going to.
So last episode, we asked people to
we
send
asked
in
the
their...
people, the stablemates, to send in some
Okay.
names, and we've got a heap.
You got a heap.
All
Excellent.
right. So where do we want to start? I'll start with the sensible.
Yeah, Sir Horse-a-Lot.
Okay. So
it that?
Neddy.
Neddy.
We've
Yeah.
got Gerald,
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Eugene,
Yes,
Yeah.
getting better.
He looks you.
Pedro,
Pedro or Pedro?
or Pedro.
Yeah.
Pedro.
How's it spelled?
Depending on where you were born.
How's it spelled?
Pedro.
So, yeah, it's spelled Pedro. That's Pedro. Yep. Cool. Sweet.
Fred.
Yeah.
We got Gerald.
Just like you said that.
Oh, I've said that. Yeah, I've got
Pedro?
this twice. Cletus.
Cletus, the slack job. Yeah, I like Cletus.
I like Cletus.
Yeah, that's a word up
this
for now.
is pretty good. I like
the
that.
slack.
Cletus.
Yokel.
Abs has to be
Yep.
Cletus.
Cletus is the front runner. We got Jesus.
Yep.
And then we've got Sir Nasalot.
I like that.
Now they're the ones I would brand as
Clean.
clean.
Oh, there's okay. There's
but-
more.
Now,
but
let's
before
brand-
we go
let's-
on,
let's
c-
brand-
Cletus is my favourite.
Can I just bring up something to our stablemates? Coming up soon, we're going to have probably a late night podcast.
Or up dark.
Oh, geez.
After dark?
Up dark.
Okay.
So some of the stuff that's been cut, that's been too graphic or rude.
I think we need some sort of protection system if we're going to have after dark, so the kiddies can't listen.
Yeah,
So-
I was thinking like Patreon or
No, do you remember Leisure Shoot Larry back in the day? That computer game. This is like
Ken sent me.
80s, maybe border
I remember
90s.
it,
You had
Yeah.
to answer like 6 questions
Yeah, you had to
get
answer
into the game.
The quiz. Yeah.
And you and your mates were just slaving over that, trying to get into the
Well,
game.
once you figured it out, okay, it's like the American president, you'd figure out what the answers were and you could get into the game and then do all sorts of things in the pixel format. But yeah,
There's some wild stuff in there that,
Yeah.
some of the stablemates will appreciate,
Yeah.
some won't.
Yeah.
So.
tell us if you remember Leisure Shoot Larry.
All right, so back to the names. So
Yeah.
we've done the sensible ones, a couple of little mid-range ones,
I like Cletus the best so
like
far.
quite out there. Cocknose the pony.
Cocknose the pony.
Who is Jet?
Jet-
Is that
Oh,
your
the
nephew?
drummer.
That's
He's a
nephew.
drummer.
The drummer, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Cocknose
Hey,
the
Jet.
pony.
Shout out
Well
to Jet,
done.
yeah.
Bino, one of our mates, sent one which is grimy.
Grimy. Yeah, there's a backstory to
There
that.
was a backstory to that. Really quick version of that. We were playing poker one night. Some guy streaked past the
Rando.
building,
Some
flashed his dick at us.
He mashed it
and
against the
He
glass.
mashed his dick against the
meat and
glass.
potatoes.
And a guy we were playing poker with said, "Wow, that was really grimy."
No. He said, oh, that would look like a horse's dick. And then we're like, oh, and he's like, no, not in size, but just in griminess.
All right, now let's go on to my favourite ones. We have, now this is why I thought it was a funny segue, Usain Colt.
Oh, that is great. That's clever.
Brilliant.
That's good.
We've got Ploughboy,
Yeah, like it.
which is, for those that don't know, from Rodney Roode,
Rodney.
a
Well-hung
well-hung ploughboy.
Yep.
We've got Shervo,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
which
creative.
is actually for schlong length.
Yeah, schlong length,
I'm a
Shervo.
massive fan of Shervo.
I
got-
betcha.
We've got Clag.
The glue. Is that a glue reference?
That's a glue reference.
Oh,
Shout
you
out to
can't call
Richard.
him that.
Now,
What about Sir Clagsalot or something?
now, Ben, I'm going to get you to bring up a website for this last one. This last one's come in from.
Sorry.
This last one's come in from Leggie's cousin, and I'm a massive fan of it. And it is Sarah Jessica Parker. Now, what we're looking at on the screen right now is Sarah Jessica Parker looks like a horse.com. And it's one of the. There's one of her in her wedding dress with like a thing on her head, and it's absolutely. There it is. Look at that one. Look at that one galloping down the street.
Which car? Leroy?
That was Leroy.
Oh, shout out to Leroy.
Shout out to Leroy. Bless him. Sarah Jessica Parker.
Jeez.
He had Jesus too, didn't he? I think.
There is some resemblance there.
Oh,
I don't feel
that.
good.
Look at that.
I don't feel good about saying that. But
So that's where we're at. So am I right in saying that in the sensible lot, the front runner is Cletus?
Cletus, yep.
And
I
I
like
think
Nettie
in
too.
the
Nettie's
funny lot,
You saying Colt?
Shervo's got to be up there.
Shervo's good.
You saying Colt's got to be up there.
I think-
I like Clag, but you've poo-pooed that a bit because he's
like them all.
that's a bit controversial.
Oh.
And I think Sarah Jessica Parker's funny, but we can't.
Nah.
Hey, can we do a poll maybe for the
We can do a poll. How about
Yeah.
we do a poll for the
Do a poll.
stablemates?
Yep.
We'll chuck it up on
Yep.
socials this week. So we're going with Shervo, we're going with Usain Colt,
Yep. Cletus.
or we're going with Cletus.
So those three?
Those three,
Yep.
I think, are our front.
Okay.
runners.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you to all the
Everyone,
stablemates,
yeah.
for everyone who contributed.
They're
That's
all
awesome.
great. All right. What the fuck stories?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll go first quickly.
Yeah, bring it on.
Because we're getting along on this episode. What a catch up. Now, my what the fuck story is for you guys to say to me. What the fuck? I have
Wait, what?
a secret addiction. All right. I
You've got
have.
some not so secret addictions.
Yeah. I think I've only told one person about this ever,
Okay.
but I'm happy to be vulnerable on the podcast and let you guys know about it. I have an addiction to skin orgasms.
What's that?
What the fuck is that?
See, that's a what the fuck story.
What's that?
I at the top of my ass crack.
What?
Are you sure this isn't after dark?
It's just this. No, it's not. It's not.
This is the greatest thing that's ever happened.
It's like heat euphoria. Okay, it's skin orgasm, right? If you get like your tag of your shorts might irritate your skin.
Yeah.
Like eczema. It feels like 100 mosquito bites. If you pour, or you're in the shower and you put steaming hot water on it, it's called a skin orgasm. It is the best fucking feeling, like the relief from the itch.
So isn't that like just pain relief? So
No, it's not. You like they're like
you've got something happen. That
it's an honest. You can look it up on Google now if
I'm
you
not
like. If
going
you
No,
to
you'd
do
be
that in my
into-
you don't
search
wanna-
history.
you'd be into that.
ASMR.
What is it?
ASMR.
I don't know.
Where you
what-
listen to people crackling things and shit like
No,
that.
No.
I'm more
It's-
like
it's
just
not
getting
like
beat
that.
up while he's in the bed,
Oh.
like that sort of thing.
BDSM.
Oh, BDSM.
It's
Yeah.
it's an itch. Like I think I get it. Like irritated there
So
because
you
I
like
wear.
it being irritating you like it being
Relieved.
relieved?
It's
This is
the
kind of
relief.
like how Scott likes sticking his foot into a bull ant.
I like ant bites.
nest
I
because
do
he
like ant
likes
bites.
Yeah, no,
pain.
that's sick.
We'll
right?
talk about
This
that
is-
another
this
time.
is- yeah, but this is where you got an irritation like eczema or something like that.
So it has to be a skin irritation.
Yeah, and then when you put hot water on it, as hot as you can get, it's called heat euphoria, and it's a skin orgasm.
Okay,
and
So you
try
it's-
it.
you don't have an orgasm.
Well,
Was there moist?
no, I haven't yet. Not that far, but it's the best. The euphoria feeling of it, and it's addictive.
Yeah, okay.
And the more you do it, the more you have to do it.
Can I have a look? Can you take your shirt off and you?
I'll show you. You want to see the top of my ass crack? Yeah, I think I get it because I get concrete and shit all over my hands, and then I pull my pants up, and it irritates
And you've been doing it more and more lately, have you?
like every day, like in the shower.
So you
every
deliberately
day.
get concrete on your crack.
No, I don't. No, it's like if it's just look it up.
Can I just say
stable
this?
mates out there,
Can I
Google
just
it.
say, this is one of the weirdest moments of my life.
Skin orgasm. Look it up. Just look it up. Anyway,
That is
what the fuck story?
That is
yeah.
the biggest what the fuck I've ever had
I told
on this
you.
show.
Yeah.
That
Now
was-
I've shared it with you guys, the world, everyone listening in. Google skin orgasm.
That was
You'll
super
go.
weird.
What's your water bill like?
No, it's the electricity
off the
bill.
charts.
It's the hot water
Yeah.
electricity bill.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
You can
Off
only
the
stand
chain.
it for so long, and then it's like, yeah, it's really good. Anyway, Jiggles,
Now,
what the fuck
mine's-
story?
Mine's not weird, and mine's not funny.
Okay.
Mine's
That's
a
two.
moment that I had at kids' sport where I looked at the other parents and went, what the fuck are you doing? So, 12-year-old basketball, and it was a top-of-the-table clash, so Cam's team's coming first, and they were playing the team coming second, and it was a heated game. It was a really intense game, and they ended up losing. Cam's team lost by a point. Now, in basketball, they have a thing where if you are not wearing the right uniform, you can ping the other team. So there was one kid on the other team who was not wearing the right shorts. And after the game, we lost by a point.
Yeah.
And it was a really good game. Both teams played really well. After the game, the parents on our team were all campaigning to go and ping the other team for this one kid not wearing the right shorts and have 5 points taken off them, and that's the penalty for not wearing the right shorts.
So you win.
So we would win because they wanted to be top of the table. And I was standing there. I was the only... I didn't say shit. Tash wasn't there. I was just there by myself. No, sorry, Tash was there. And Tash was kind of like not saying anything, but I was horrified by it. And I want your opinion. Is that just fucked up?
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
That's teaching the kids the entire wrong way to go about
I
it.
was standing there going, what the fuck? And then, thankfully, the parents raised it with the coach and said, we can do this. And the coach went, nah, we're not doing that.
The shorts didn't
And I was
change
like,
the
thank
game.
God.
Yeah.
But I was just like, what the fuck?
Oh.
Yeah,
Right.
nah.
I wouldn't do it. I think that
Cool.
there could be 100 different circumstances for him not having his shorts, but him wearing the wrong shorts didn't cause them to win or lose.
I
That's
get the purpose for it. The purpose is if they're going to get a ring in who's just great, he's just not going to have the right shorts, so they can just get a ring in. But it's 12-year-old
yeah.
basketball.
Yeah.
What level would you ping someone? So World Cup level or
Oh,
whatever?
I think so. When there's
Ping it?
sponsors and all that
We
involved,
pinged a team,
12-year-old.
Scoot. I don't know if you remember this.
Oh,
we
in cricket,
played
indoor cricket, yeah.
once, and we got to the semi-final, and the team we played against had 4 or 5 players on their team that had never played for them
Ring-ins,
before,
yeah.
and they were ring-ins, and
Yeah.
they were awesome, and they beat us. And then the umpires came up to us after the game and said, they've got 4 or 5 players on their team that have never played before. Do you want to ping them? You'll be through to the grand final. We went, okay.
Then do we proceed to lose a granny or we won it?
We won the granny.
We won it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I might have won.
I think in
might
that
have won,
circle, but under
player-
12s,
I
fuck
might have
off.
won player of the granny. I
You
can't
might have,
remember.
or
I
you
think
did-
I've still got that trophy on
Have
my
ya?
Wow.
that's fine.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway,
All
I'm
right.
glad you're on board with
No,
me. 'cause
I
that
agree.
was
Yep.
seriously a what the fuck moment for me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is just an ad hoc thing I just thought of when you talk about kids' sport. Benjo, if I play this into this microphone, this is just an Instagram video I saw that someone sent me, which is like, it's exactly what I do when I'm watching a game of kids' sport.
A skin orgasm.
No. No. Nothing like an orgasm. At
Seriously,
all.
weirdest thing I've
Yeah.
heard in a long
You can
time.
name
You
the
know when
episode
you're
that.
looking at it and you're just thinking, I would carve it up against you kids.
Oh, yeah.
This, wait, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Do you ever watch kids sport? Just envision yourself out there absolutely fucking chopping up. It's like boom, drop ya, I'll mark that, do a 360, candy. Oh shit, this kid's doing it. This kid's doing what I wanted to do. That kid is me. Oh no, he's not. I would have jailed that. Dickhead. Do you ever watch kids sport?
That's mint.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do that a lot. My WTF, just a quick one. It was a moment during the week when me and Jigs were in the office talking to someone, and I don't know, something reminded him of the podcast, and he was like, "Oh, on my podcast, we do this," and I'm like standing right there. He clearly thinks he's the star of this thing. My podcast
Is that what you
is what he
said?
called it.
I did say that. Now, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Go.
Before you go,
Yeah.
I'm going to say that's probably the difference between like you and I. We're the same team sports.
Yeah.
You know, playing the band together. We
Yeah.
have a team.
He's talking to
Golfers.
Scoot.
Individual
Golfers,
sport
individual
people. They're
tennis-
weirdos, aren't they?
Yeah, just-
individual
Team
sports
sport.
players.
I'm a basketballer.
That's his podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
yeah,
that's your
let's-
podcast. You talk. It's yours. So you
Yeah,
talk.
no, that's okay. You go. You know, no,
Now, I did.
the floor is yours.
I did say it to get a rise out of him, and it's worked. Secondly, there's a guy that works for us a couple of guys who work for us who are in a band, and one of them constantly says, my band, my band, my band. And I'm always up him going, say our band, say our band. And I always ask the other guy, do you fucking hate it when he says my band? Yeah. So I did say it to get a rise
do
out
that,
of him, but also, this prick needs to be taken down a peg. Like, he's fucking dominating the airtime with his stupid lips and his knife and F and just his.
Just giving the people
So
what
why
they want.
why not grab a moment back?
Well, we could have another poll with the horsey name. Who's stealing the limelight?
Who's a star?
Who's the true comedian?
All right, quick one. Shit dad hacks.
Oh, I've got a shit dad.
My shit dad one was driving with my daughters, and I'd see when you get an amber light, you're driving, you see the green light, the amber light comes on, you run through it, and I always say, oh, there's plenty of green in that.
Yeah. Say that.
Say that, yep, say that as well. I was driving the other day with my daughters, and they started saying it. Oh, there's plenty of green in that, copying it. Then I found myself on the highway with them, and this guy cut in front of me, and I said, oh, you wouldn't pull out on your missus like that. And I went, oh. Shit. he pulled out of the lane in front of me,
dear.
and I didn't think, because I went, oh, that's a shit dad moment. My other one is quick dad hack, air fryer. If you've got an air fryer, go to Coles, get lamb offcuts. They're like $8 for a kilo. Put them in the air fryer. Beautiful.
Can I ask,
Done.
why has it taken civilization this long to discover air frying? Like, what is it? It's not a fryer of
it's
any
a convection
description.
oven.
It's
Yeah.
an oven,
Yeah.
a small oven with more direct heat. Is that?
It's got a fan.
Yeah.
It's fan force convection.
Why is that? Why is it taking that long?
Well,
In a smaller
is it-
area.
Is it better? A.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
They're awesome.
Why is it better? Why? It's just
Because
a small...
it gets hotter quicker because it's a smaller oven.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the same technology, but instead of heating a giant space.
Okay.
Yeah. And and I use it. I've had it for over a year now, and I cook a lot of stuff in it. Sausages are great.
Yeah.
I've even cooked steak in it.
So why is it taking so long?
You don't have to turn the sausages.
What else? What else are they holding back? I think they knew about this when they invented regular ovens, and they just wanted to get some mileage out of
This is
that.
what I was talking about.
What else are they holding back? Yeah.
I see your point.
What about like?
Why wouldn't I take him down a peg when I get my podcast?
Yeah, there's something.
Yeah.
Water
The regular
fryer.
oven and the air fryer, they like rolled out at the same time.
And they said, no.
Wait. Get some time.
All right, you've got a
I've
shit
got
dad.
a shit dad moment, and on the back of this scoot, you are going to have a shit dad one to share as well.
Good.
So I'll line you up. I was driving along the other day with my 9-year-old daughter, and we were listening to music, and I'm one of these parents. I don't give a shit what my kids listen to. I don't worry about if there's explicit language. I just have taught them, don't swear. You'll hear it. It's okay.
Yeah.
So I just listen to anything in front of them. And then we'll listen to music. And then when we got home and pulled into the driveway and I turned the car off, she goes to me, 9 years old, she goes, Dad, what does it mean? She only comes when she's on top.
Oh, yeah.
Which is from the song Laid by James.
James, yeah.
But yeah, she goes, Dad, what does it mean? She only comes when she's on top.
How did you explain that? Did you say
I said,
like
let's
did
just
ice cream
move
vans
on.
come? Let's go get some ice cream. Like,
I said, I'll explain that one to you in about 6 years.
20
Let's just move on.
years.
And accept
Oh,
it.
there's a joke actually. There's a joke that my boys caught wind of. I think I was telling someone, Nathaniel or something, they overheard, and I said, "Oh, I better stop." Like they're listening, and they're begging and begging to hear it.
Yeah.
And I've told them, "I'll tell you that when you're 18."
Yeah.
And they still bring it up. They like, when I'm 18, you got to tell me that joke.
Oh, they still remember.
The seal
They're
joke.
holding you to it.
The seal joke.
Oh, the seal.
Do you want to tell that one or no?
I know it, yeah. I know it.
Do you want to tell it? Or?
No, I don't want to tell
Okay.
it. No.
I've got a small shit dad one for you. Went shopping a couple of weekends ago, and on the weekends, the last thing you want to do is go shopping. Well, for me anyway. And we had to get some shirts.
Well,
for...
we were talking like not grocery shopping. We were talking.
No, yeah, like I had to get some shirts.
Department store.
Shirts are the worst.
And yeah, going shopping with your kids is painful enough. They always ask for shit all the time. Yeah. Anyway, so we're in Kmart in the shirt section. And they're, Dad, can we have this? Dad, can we have that? No. My youngest Ellie. She goes, hey, Dad. And I went, fuck, what? 'Cause I was getting, and I turned around, and she's holding up a shirt and it had the world's greatest dad on it. Yeah. Yeah. They're just niggling at me. And I'm like,
Did she just drop it, or did she? Like...
I just sat down like, in the shirt section. Just like,
that is fucking gold.
Yeah.
Just quickly on the back of mine with the music, Scoot,
Benji.
what's the one that comes to mind that you've done with your children in the category of
Are you
rage?
talking about the Friends of Rom?
No, I'm talking about Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, yeah.
When they were real young.
Yeah, we used to listen to a bit of Rage Against the Machine.
There was one song,
Yeah.
which is Killing in the Name,
Yeah,
where the words are, fuck you,
I won't do what you tell me.
What you
oh,
tell
that's
me.
right. And then it says mother effer.
Yeah, but you taught your kids that the words were, I love you and I'll do what you tell
Yeah,
me.
and then mother lover.
Mother.
Yeah, I'll just sing really loud over the top because I love the song. And Lucas picked
Good
that song up on the drums. I reckon at the age of 3 or 4.
Did he?
He just because I was playing it with Zach, and then Lucas come and he just not perfectly obviously, but just had the beat going.
Yeah.
He used to love listening to that song and playing it with Zach. But yeah, I just had to just talk over the top of that part. I love you and I'll do what you mother lover. I came out on the Kmart topic.
Yeah.
This isn't shit dad. This is shit probably husband, I guess, or life partner. You know, shit life partner. I remember when we just had Zach was our firstborn was I don't know. Let's call him 2 months old. And we're in with the pram in Erin had taken him to the shops in Kmart or something like that.
Yeah.
She wasn't with me, and I went there as well
To meet
separately.
them. Oh.
I thought I know she's at Kmart. I was going to duck in and see if I can find her. She was there just looking at one of the shelves with the pram kind of just next to her, and I snuck up and I just moved the pram like around the corner.
Oh,
And
At 2 months.
I don't know, something like that. Some age where you shouldn't, like lower than 18.
Don't joke about that. You're a new parent and you're shitting yourself.
Yeah.
My
And
job's
then
to keep
just
this kid alive.
yeah,
And
that
you
wasn't
hit it.
good.
Yeah, do you know
I've
what
made
I've learned about women?
Hit him.
Yeah.
They don't like abduction jokes.
no, they don't like a lot of jokes, and I've been slow. I've been slow on the uptake of that.
What?
You've been slow on the uptake of a lot of
Yeah.
things, champion.
Yeah, I've done some shockers. Me, Nathaniel, and then also her brother, Erina's brother. We all were going to the grand final, so we went and had some drinks at the bar near where Erina worked. Erina was working at the hospital, and I was dressed like a clown. Like I had the box shorts on the outside. I had the shirt, flipped around, just like a real clown.
Yeah.
And we're just talking. I was like, "Oh, why don't we go visit Erina before the game?"
And they were all
Yeah.
going, are you sure?
Yeah, Nathaniel was like, "Yeah, you sure that's a good idea?" I said, "No, I do it all the time.
be
Just up to the ward." And her brother Chris was also like, "Yeah, I guess we could go visit her." And so we finished our several drinks, and then went up to the hospital. And Nathaniel's still doubtful. He's like, "Are you sure we should be here?"
Rightfully would be. Yeah.
Are you sure we should be here like this? I was like, yeah, no, it's all right. So we went up to her ward. She usually works at, I can't remember what ward it was. It was a normal ward, just a regulation ward. We went up to the nurse's station there. I was like, oh, I was here to see her. And, just here, just pop it in,
Yep, we've been jocks on the outside.
Yeah, don't worry about this here. And they said, oh, no, she's been pulled down to NICU. And I was like, okay, where's NICU? NICU is neonatal intensive care. So that's
babies.
that was the
clinging to
moment that the
life.
plan should have changed.
Yeah.
That is babies.
That was the
That
red
should have
flag.
gone. Yeah,
That,
but it didn't.
that is the moment. No light bulb went off. And I was just like, where is NICU?
That
You're
is-
on a mission.
That is
And you were
parents
getting
in the
there.
waiting room crying.
Yeah.
Family everywhere
Oh,
crying.
yeah.
Scoot.
Then the next
Wow.
moment. So we went down to NICU. And Nathaniel's like still saying, I don't even know about this. And I was
Let's
just
just
like,
go to the game.
I was in the mode, I really wanted to prove him wrong at this point. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I
Seems
do this
like
all
a
the time.
weird point to prove.
Yeah. And so we got to NICU, and then, I don't want to make too light a mood about this sort of stuff, but in those wards they have
Oh,
like a sealed off waiting area. Like you can't just walk in. There's the doors you got to go through, like the waiting area. Then there's another door to the actual place where the patients are.
Yeah.
Which is all sealed off because it's really critical that there's no contamination and you can't just walk in and out. That was the next moment when I opened the first door into the waiting area. And obviously the mood is very somber and I started to feel really out of place.
with your boxer, with
I
your
wonder
boxer
why.
shorts.
With my clown outfit.
So something was...
And that was the third moment I had the chance to bail. And Nathaniel's now ramping up. We should not be here.
Yeah,
And then that just made me more and more determined. We're going to go further. I don't know. I don't know. But then...
Scoot,
we went through the next doors, which is into the actual... Like, I pressed the buzzer to get let in to the next door where they open it. And, like, she was at a patient's bed, not allowed to leave the side of the bed because, like, that's how serious it is. They have 24-hour surveillance, one-on-one care with things. And I just remember seeing her turn her head and look at us. And just like went white as a... And she's like, what are you doing here? Like, she thought something was terribly wrong.
And
like
it happened for you to turn up there.
Yeah, for me to turn up in that situation, she thought something terrible
I shouldn't even
happened.
be laughing, but you fucking clown.
I know.
Oh, you're an idiot.
I know. And then
This is how I feel every episode.
I felt probably the worst
You
I've ever
idiot.
felt. Like that moment. I was like, okay. I just said quietly, okay,
See you at home.
we're going to go now. I'm really sorry. And then we walked out, and then I felt like shit.
How'd you go?
Then we went to the grand final,
Did you enjoy
and
the
like
final?
everyone's all, I just remember feeling like shit the whole grand final.
Brutal.
Yeah, it was not good.
Well, speaking of husbands, I have a better than
Husband.
Branson
That's got fine.
business idea. Have you... We need the intro.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't do the intro to the shit dads. Sorry.
What's the shit dad intro?
Oh, I'm a fucking shit dad. Yeah.
I'm a shit
Some
dad.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, what,
he's a
better than
shit
Branson?
dad.
Yeah.
Better than
Okay.
Branson.
Better than Branson? Business ideas.
All right. My better than... You got... I didn't have one last time, but I got one now.
Hold on, Scoot. You're having a good episode, mate.
Thank you. Is that can't tell if that's sarcasm or not.
I have... Right. All right. We all know the very successful franchise Hire Hubby.
Hire a hubby.
Hire Hubby. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So do handyman stuff around the home.
I'll bet they
for, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is the next step.
Oh, what? This better not be about skin orgasms or something.
Hire a
No.
skin orgasm technician.
Hire a husband.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So
Yeah,
Fair,
okay,
like
I'm listening.
emotional.
I'm interested in listening. Yeah.
Right. So say someone's been single all their life, some chick, right?
Yep.
Been single. I can probably do this. You guys can't. I'm a single dad. You guys probably can't do this. Well,
Unless our current relationships were a higher situation, then we could.
with that, yeah.
Yep.
But then you guys could be involved, like say, so
How about you explain to us what it is?
right. So they
Before you
hire
rope us into it, tell us what it is.
Yeah. Don't rope us into it first and then tell us later.
No, that's what we do. But they hire you as a husband. So you go around, you stay at their place for a week
Yep.
for like $2,000, right? $2,000,
Per week?
$2,000 for the week.
That's-
They pay you.
Cash or invoice?
Oh, I'll go cash.
They've got
Yeah,
an invoice
yeah.
or no?
If
No
there's
GST.
if there's any extras on top, they're cash bonuses as well for like
Duties?
anyway.
dark duties?
But you like you go in, you be the husband.
So
for a
like
week.
just regulation stuff, like, can you add sauce to the shopping list?
Yeah,
Like stuff like that.
Leave the toilet seat up.
Yeah.
Maybe do a reverse
So you
kanga.
piss her off just so she's like,
she knows what it's like to have a husband.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
do a reverse kanga, leave the skiddies on the front of the
Yes,
toilet.
yeah.
Those kind of things. Dutch ovens
yeah,
Dutch ovens.
under the doona.
under the doona.
Yeah.
So you're not talking about a gigolo service.
Well, that's extra. Like you could go right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
So
do
the
you?
full
Is this like a
experience.
gift voucher situation where they get Sandra? Oh, Sandra's been single for so long. Let's get her hire a husband.
husband. Yeah.
Yeah, and they buy it for a friend.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
they
and
buy it
then,
themselves,
And
or-
then you go around there.
Or you fix a
and
tap while you're there.
You fix a tap, mow the lawn.
Or you, no. You
Yell
say
at the kids.
yeah.
The other kids, they got kids.
No.
You drop the
Yep,
kids
go
to
over the
school.
top yelling
No.
at the kids, get in trouble for it.
You say you're going to fix the tap for weeks on end,
Yeah.
and then
and then you don't do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But then you have a barbie, invite all your mates over.
Yeah.
You all get drunk as skunks.
Yeah, watch the footy,
So they
she's gotta
get the
clean it
full
up.
husband experience.
Yeah, I like that.
And then
Yeah,
they go. Then they're like,
spew in the bed.
oh,
And then
yeah.
there's the idea that it cures it, and they go, "Oh, single was better."
That's
Like,
right.
It'd be better to be single.
Or is the
Yeah,
idea
but
that they're
then,
getting
but then
their
in
fix?
4 or 5 months, I go, oh, that was really good. I really like that. So,
Or get it again
but if
for another
get it
month
again.
or two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
but
you're
you
like,
don't want a
oh, I've got the
full-time
week of September, that till the end of thing.
I reckon that's
And then
fantastic.
the extra intimacy services would be on top of that, but you have to agree to it and that kind of thing
Does
if you
it have
wanted
to
to
be
go.
like a licensed brothel for that?
I don't know, because if you're in their own home,
Oh, it's in their home. That's fine then.
it's their own
I
home.
don't know
Yeah,
if
it's
those
their place.
Services illegal.
I think that's
That's
yeah.
probably the least
That's
of
a
my worries.
problem. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Anyway,
no, I like
so
that.
You think that's a good? You think that'd work? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just hire a hubby to do handyman stuff. It's hire a husband.
Yeah.
I think you just.
Yep, you get the benefits and the negatives.
That's right. Yeah. Sledges. You got a best sledge?
Yeah, I've got a sledge.
All right, you go. Because I just took some airtime that I felt really uncomfortable with.
Hey,
I took some airtime then. I felt
Yeah,
really
he's
comfortable
really precious about his airtime. He's on his podcast.
His own podcast.
fucking hell. Look, this is what happens when
Back on the Chris Taylor.
If you're gonna get a comedian in, this is what you're gonna expect. I was once invited to a corporate box at the Gabba. It was so Brisbane Lions game, a Brisbane Lions corporate box, and I'm not a Brisbane Lions supporter.
No.
I was very vocally supporting Collingwood in the middle of this game in a Brisbane Lions corporate box, and then I spotted Kevin Rudd in the crowd.
Back when he was PM,
Yeah, he was PM at the time.
Kevin 07.
And
yeah.
I was very drunk in this corporate box. It was with my brother, and it was with my brother's clients. And he was meant to invite someone from his work, and he invited me, and I made a spectacle of myself in this thing. And I saw Kevin Rudd walk by, and I yelled out, "Show us your foreign policy!" at the top of my voice.
I saw it on TV.
I made the TV.
I remember the photo.
I saw it on
Yeah.
TV. I paused
I made
it.
the TV. They got me on TV yelling at
Yeah.
Kevin Rudd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And made a spectacle of myself.
I got a couple. I stole one. I did one at the NRL. It was Parramatta versus Broncos. I was there for Broncos, obviously. Dan, my mate from Toowoomba, shout out to Dan. He's a massive Parramatta fan. And Eric Groth was in front of us, Eric Groth Jr. He's running up and down the field. Everyone's giving him shit from the Broncos, just yelling at him. Anyway, I piped up and I said, "Hey, Grothy, I'll charge you $50 an hour to show you how to play football."
Yeah.
And nothing. You know, everyone laughed and clapped and all that kind of thing. Didn't get a rise out of him. Then I said, "I'll charge you $100 an hour to teach you how to play guitar." And he turned around, because he's in the band, he's
Yeah.
playing the footy show and that.
Yeah.
He turned around and glared at me. One of the Parramatta supporters threw a pie at me. Like a meat pie. Anyway, yeah, because all game.
Did you eat it?
No, it fell down. And then another one, I was at the Ashes, and I think it was early 2000s, 2001 or something. And I think his name was Robert Croft. Anyway, everyone's yelling out to him, "Crofty, you're, this and that." And I've stolen this one from Sam Kinison, the comedian. He's gone now too. But
Bless him.
it was really quiet. He was down on the boundary right in front of us, and I stood up and I said, "Hey, Crofty, you won't recognise your wife when you get home. I shaved her back." And everyone just everyone's just up laughing and fucking clapping and everything. And then the next, he went to bowl the next over. He didn't come back like to field there. Yeah, so that were my couple that honorary mentions.
I like it when someone drops a footy or something and you say they got hands like a dugong.
Hands like a digital watch.
Scoot, this is for you. From the last episode, I was this was pointed out to me, and this is where you can have some time. You can explain yourself.
Not
You
too
can annoy
much time.
Jiggles again.
Not too much time.
Too much time. You said last episode that you think your life is the Truman Show, like you only. So you have the floor
Okay.
for what I had a few people say to me, "What the fuck does he mean?" And Jigs even said, "That's the most self-centered thing I've ever heard on this episode." So you can explain it.
Good.
All right, this could get deep, and I don't want to take over your podcast. Okay.
Thank you.
So here's the options
No.
in life.
Options.
Shit.
So either we think it's
I might have a lie down on the ground.
okay. Either we think this life and this world, it is what we think it is. That's option one, which is like, okay, this is this. Like, there's a globe and there's this and all that. Or
What the fuck was that?
or maybe one of the religions is true. Maybe. Highly unlikely. Not because I don't believe any in them particularly, but the chances of us making up something and it being right is right. Imagine a couple of ants or a pack of ants
Leggie, what have you done?
in an ant. Imagine a couple of ants, a pack of ants.
Throw the rest of the agenda out the window. We haven't got fucking time. This
Imagine.
is the rest
Oh,
of the
okay.
show.
All right. This is just. Let's get Scoot talking about this. He'll sound like an idiot. Yeah, this would be great.
No, it's
yeah.
not.
Then we can all laugh at him and.
I'm honestly intrigued by what your perspective on it.
I didn't know
I-
I was
I'm-
going to be talking about ants and shit.
No,
though.
we just got to start at the ants. So, do you think those ants could figure out what the hell is going on in the world
But no
by
one's
themselves?
asking him to.
No, yeah, but that's what we are. We're ants. And probably more likely is that we are ants in some other thing's situation,
The universe.
the universe. And I don't think.
Yep.
I reckon it's more likely that my experience is all you guys are just part of my experience in this isolated world that I'm living.
Do you think we've been prompted though?
There are other experiences, but not yours. You are not real. in the you are only purely in my experience. So just say this happens. Okay, when you're in a dream, there's stuff, there's people, there's randos that are not in real life. The fact that you can create that dream in your head and for that to feel real in that moment, and those people in your dream,
So,
yeah, okay.
so how do you explain Leggie at home on his own, running hot water on the top of his bum crack?
That's
How do you explain that?
he's not
He-
actually
like-
doing that. He's
No,
just
he is because you're not around.
in my experience, he's telling
You
me
didn't
about
even
that,
know he was doing
and maybe just to get me curious about trying it, which I am.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I'm going home and try.
Yeah,
I have every stablemate tries it. It's fantastic.
it's just I don't know. I just think it's more likely that what I'm
So is
experiencing.
this it?
Yeah. Well, this is a big old philosophy question. The
Oh.
teacher in university is when a bus goes around the corner, how do you know that bus is still continuing? Or is it just in my construct that it exists?
I think that's just more likely. I think
Yep.
it's more likely than what we think is happening.
Yeah.
That
So what are the
Wasn't
other
the Truman
options?
Show constructed just for him? Is that what you think? So you think a bit differently though. You think
You're having a singular experience that's your experience only.
That's right.
And we are just players in that.
in
yes,
that experience.
That's right.
That's right.
And there's
Is
probably
is anybody else having a singular
not you,
experience?
someone else, but not you. You're
Yeah,
just in my
'cause
experience.
I'm in your.
Yeah, there's other.
and
there's
you're
other.
lucky, and you're lucky to have me.
Oh, yeah.
You're lucky. You're lucky to be on his podcast.
You're fucking lucky to
His
have
podcast on my experience, but his
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, you can't even win that one. In your own experience.
me. Explain that. If it was your experience, it'd be your podcast.
Yeah, I just think that's
Wow.
more likely. I think that's more likely, and I just think the actual reality is so far from what we could comprehend
Yeah.
that
Did you
why
say-
don't even try to explain it.
Did you say there's other options?
Well, the other option is it is exactly how we perceive it, which I think is so unlike. Like the ants' perception of the universe is so far off what it actually is.
I think it's more likely.
But
what we
it's not
think
for
it
them.
is.
That's their
Exactly.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I think that. Yeah.
Like imagine the religions that the ants have invented. I was talking about this with the lads about because we've got these two birds, these cockatiels in a cage, Benji and Jimmy. Well, Jimmy turned out to be a girl because they are, yeah.
Really?
Benji is, he's having a field day.
It's
Yeah,
non-consensual.
It's
Didn't
confronting.
you have to take your bird Ben to the vet because it was just having way too much sex?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It just
Non-consensual
it cocked
too.
Way too much.
Yeah, the dude is not a gentleman.
Yeah. Anyway, me and the boys came up with this theory that, like the birds, so they've invented the meaning of their life. Like they chirp and then something happens, and then now Benji thinks if I chirp, they've invented this thing called humos probably, and it's the humans, and they probably call it humos, and then they know that something happens and then Humos, like he chirped and then we did something. And now he thinks that when he chirps, Humos does this and it pleases Humos if they do that. Or if they go and chew the seed in this particular way, then something good happens and they attribute some meaning to that. They've got this Humos religion.
Is he all right?
And that's what we've done. That's what we've done. Stuff is happening. We're trying to attribute this meaning.
Yeah.
And now we've invented the religions. We've invented all the meaning behind life, which is completely wrong. And the cockatiels have done the same.
Just for their life.
Yeah, for their life. And Humos, we are God to them. Like, just the new water dish just appears. And it's because Benji happened to sit on a certain perch and then the new water, the fresh water arrived. Yeah. So now he's praying to that perch for Humos to deliver the new water.
New water. Yeah. There's no difference.
Yeah. Humos.
You've been very quiet, and this is your podcast. This is your time to shine and give him a rebuttal.
The words have lost all meaning.
It doesn't matter anyway. Nothing matters.
No, that's it.
Like Scoot's controlling the words out of my mouth anyway. The selfish prick. Like I don't get a say in what comes out of my mouth. It's all him.
What I've learned over the last 18 months or so is the non-attachment. Like whatever comes, whatever goes.
Yeah.
Just doesn't matter.
And you're doing a lot of coming, aren't you?
Wow. The old custard chucker. Anyway.
Is that one of those books we need to bookmark for potential deletion?
We got to. You want to do the bloody quiz? All right, we're doing the quiz.
The quiz.
All right, we're doing the quiz.
It's not a surprise quiz.
Surprise. Yeah, it's not a surprise. Okay. So your name is your buzzer once again.
Okay.
Ben.
Scott. Scoot. Oh, that's it. That's right. I did it like that.
Jigs.
Copying
That's going to get
All
confusing.
right. Last one was sort of sport orientated. This one's music. All right.
okay.
So no fucking cheating.
I'll be over here if anyone needs me.
If you jump, no, you're fine. If you jump in and get it wrong, you lose a point.
I was going to say, can we clarify the scoring system?
Scoring
Are there
system,
multi-part questions? Are there multi-part questions like, okay, did Eddie Vedder, what was the good brand and what was the brand and series of the guitar that Eddie Vedder played? And if I said Fender, it was a Fender and it was a Stratocaster, is that 2 points? Is a half point for each?
I'll let you know as it happens.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll have to confer with
You gave up
Jigs.
quite easy.
I'll have to confer with Jigs because it's his podcast.
Yeah. And so what you say, if we jump in and it's wrong, do we lose a point? Or
Yes.
Okay, negos. We get negs points.
Yeah, negos. All right. Yeah. So this is music based, all right?
Okay.
All right.
We're all musicians here. We've been playing for years.
Let's not go crazy.
Yeah.
I'm adjacent.
All right. Okay.
You wrote the questions. Don't be
Don't be
frustrated.
annoyed.
No, well, you'll see why.
Oh, because there's a...
Is this a double barrel?
Jigs. Fender Stratocaster.
Name the two male vocalists from Temple of the Dog.
Scoot. Chris Cornell and Edward Vedder. Yeah, that's his actual name.
You just mentioned.
Yeah, he was going to, and probably Christopher Cornell, to be fair.
Chris Cornell did an acoustic version of Sinead O'Connor's Nothing Compares to You. Who wrote that song?
Scoot. Prince. The artist formerly known as Prince. Sorry, did I get that still?
No, that's fine. Yeah. Who sang the 2003 worldwide hit, The Reason?
Oh, I know this.
Starts with H.
That's dead air.
Your negative point system has worked here.
Yeah, I've scared you. Hoobastank.
I was just
Hoobastank.
listening to that song in the car with Cameron yesterday.
He did.
Then I
Hoobastank.
said to him, "You will not hear a better song with better harmonies."
Harmonies,
than
yeah.
that song.
Does anyone know what Hoobastank means?
Is it something?
I think it's like...
you're committing to this or not? All right.
Well, I'm on
I'm
zero,
scared.
so we're going to go to
Yes, you can go
it's,
negative.
it's something to do with a smelly vagina.
That's negative. If that's wrong.
Negative.
That's
No, he
negative.
didn't say his name.
running
He didn't say his name. It's his podcast. He can put whatever score he wants on it. Apparently, it's a Californian somewhere who wants to own a lot of shoes or owns a lot of shoes.
I was
Yeah.
quite.
Wait. Okay. Which virtuoso guitarist starred in the 1986 movie Crossroads?
Ben. Steve Vai.
Yes, Ben. Who was his first guitar teacher?
Ben. Joe Satriani.
Very good.
Oh, let's catch up.
Which band sang the 1981 hit Don't Stop Believing?
Scoot. I'll say Journey.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Dave Gleason has been the lead singer for which two?
Oh,
Which two? Okay, I know you're going to say two. So the Screamo Jeddingtons.
Yes.
And then he filled in for the Angels.
Very
Yes.
good.
Scoot.
Who sang Iris?
Scoot.
yeah,
Google the balls.
Fuck.
Ben.
Google it.
Also live. They've got a song called Iris as well.
Ah, they
Would
do.
you have awarded
Double
that?
points there.
Half a
One
point.
each.
Oh, one each. Okay,
yeah.
well, I can get behind that.
The hit song Sleepy Hollow by the Brendan Leggett Band finishes on which chord?
Oh, fuck.
E.
Oh, very.
E major.
Or if you were drunk in a
Yeah, that's what's in there.
in a motel,
Yeah,
you throw the guitar to the ground and drop it.
Sing the chorus from the 1993 hit by the Crash Test Dummies.
Once there was this kid
That's enough.
who got into an accident and couldn't go to school, but when
The chorus,
he
I said.
finally came
All right.
back.
Which song released by an Aussie rock band had a radio ban due to sexual and drug references?
What?
So can you say it again?
Which song released by an Aussie rock band had a radio ban due to sexual and drug references?
Can you give us an era?
The song was released in 73, year I was born. If I give you the band name, you'll figure it out.
Okay, can you give us another clue?
Hong Kong Mattress?
Ben. K-San.
K-San, yeah. Name 3 members from that band.
Scoot. Oh shit.
Yeah, I got
Jimmy
two.
Barnes,
Yep.
Ian Moss,
Yep.
and so that I've got
Can I
66.
jump
I've got
in?
0.66 of a point so far. Yes.
Well, you need 3 to
No,
get a
if you
point.
don't get them right, you lose a point.
we didn't
That's the
discuss
rules,
this.
mate.
No. I said as we go along.
If you don't get
Hey,
it
just-
right, you lose a
You've got
point.
2 out of
Jimmy
3.
Barnes, Ian Moss.
There's 5 in the band.
Ben, do we go collab on this?
No.
He wants a point.
Ben is
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
to swoop
I'll
in
open it
and
up
take
again.
the
I'll open it up.
Don Walker.
The keyboards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the drummer?
Steve Presswich.
He died.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's
yeah, I
passed
know
away.
that too. Fuck.
Yeah.
Bless him.
WAP stands for what?
I learnt this recently, but can I say that on this podcast?
Well, it's up to you, mate.
I'll beep it out.
Wet ass
Pussy.
puss in
Yeah.
boots.
You're doing well. You're doing very well in this.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Kevin Bloody Wilson's song "Hey Santa Claus" was released in which year?
Oh, this is a
gonna
hard
get it
one.
Wrong.
Yeah, we're afraid to
Jigs-
get it wrong.
Jigs, I'll have a crack because I'm on 0 still.
Oh, you're a
Oh, yeah.
negative one.
Oh, you-
No, you're a negative one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
-2, here I come.
Yeah.
1986.
I'll give it to you.
Oh no!
But no, you get bonus
Hey,
points
Santa
if you.
Claus, where's
if
me
you sing
fucking
it-
bike?
I've opened all this
I've
other
opened all
shit.
this other shit and
There's nothing here I like.
You're just a
There's-
piss taking a pervert and you're not even very nice because the fucking wanker forgot me fucking bike.
Bonus, I'll give you 3 points for that. 3 points.
Fuck yeah.
It's his podcast. I've
Yeah.
got to keep him the right
Coming
side of
over
him.
on
He
the
wins.
podcast.
All right, we played at the 2017 Agnes Water Blues Fest. Who headlined that year?
The Choir Boys.
Yeah, very good. All right, quick fire round. You ready?
Yeah,
This
I
is-
was-
this
I was
is-
going pretty quick.
This is right up your alley. All right, so you're doing well. I think you're winning at the moment.
Quick fire.
Quick fire round. All right.
Into that.
Name the current drummer or most prominent drummer to play for these bands.
Okay.
You ready?
Oh, God.
Foo Fighters.
The current, you say?
Most prominent as well.
Okay, well, we're going to say Taylor Hawkins? Is
I'd say that, yeah.
Okay.
Who's the current?
What's his name?
Josh Freeze.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll
Did you
give
get
Ben one there as well.
Get one?
Alanis Morissette.
Scoot! Taylor Hawkins.
Limp
Jigs.
Bizkit.
Oh, I was going to say Taylor Hawkins.
Brendan Stratocaster.
Limp Bizkit.
Nah, no
I
idea.
don't know.
John Otto. No one there. Pearl Jam.
Scoot! Well, can we go through all the drummers?
No, the current.
Well, we'll go Dave Cruson in 10. Then,
Just the current. Wasn't that the question?
Current or most
then
prominent.
Most prominent.
it's Matt Cameron's
Matt
current.
Cameron, yeah.
But we'll say Dave Ambrosisi as probably the best of all of the drummer. And Jack Irons was awesome too.
Yeah. Led Zepp. Scoot.
Jump on him.
Queen.
Don't know.
Don't know.
No, forgot.
Oh, no.
What's his name?
Queen.
Deacon?
No, it's the bass player.
Bass player. Roger
Yep.
Taylor?
Yes.
Yeah, there
Got
we
it. Midnight Oil. Scoot.
Rob Hurst.
AC/DC. Scoot.
Phil Rudd.
Blink 182.
Jig. Scoot.
Oh, he got
Travis
it.
Barker.
Yes.
Knew it was coming.
Whiskey Lips.
Jig, Scoot.
You.
Jig, Scoot.
Me.
Stone Temple Pilots.
I don't know.
Ooh, no one.
No.
Eric Kretz.
Okay.
Nirvana. Scoot.
Dave Grohl.
Motley Crue. Scoot.
Tommy Lee.
Pamela Anderson.
Tommy Lee.
Fucking funny.
There could be a million players in that position.
The Rolling Stones. Scoot.
Charlie Watts.
Yes. Rush. Scoot.
Neil Peart.
Oh, fuck, you're on fire. Red Hot Chili. Scoot.
Chad Smith.
This is no longer his podcast.
Oh, man, I'm happy to end it over.
The Beatles. Scoot.
Ringo Starr.
The Police.
He's Scoot. I'll come back. Stuart Copeland.
Yes.
Apparently Ringo Starr wasn't even the best drummer in the Beatles.
No.
Paul McCartney apparently could play better.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Last one. The Who. 3, 2,
No, no.
1. Keith Moon. Nah. Of course. Yeah, no one there. I think Scoot's a clear winner on that one. Anyway, that was good.
Cool.
Fishy B.
Yeah.
We've got a Fishy B here.
Fishbowl sessions.
Fishy bee.
Fishy bee, all right.
With a fish. Fishing in the bee.
Out of the four of us, and you can't pick yourself.
Like Jigs would.
Oh, boom! Who would you want to land a plane in an emergency?
Oh, okay.
Out of the four of us.
Okay,
All right, you have a think about it? You want to think about it?
Can I just ask some follow-up questions? Because
yeah.
you know that I can't answer anything like this without context. So can you tell me, so what has happened? There's no, the pilot, the pilot has had a heart attack.
Dead.
No one else can give you any
Co-pilot's
instruction.
dead.
No radio control.
We're on tour.
Yep.
The band's on tour. We're the only people on the plane.
And there's no like
There's
radio
a
tower.
hostess.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
She's hot.
Yep.
But she's,
So you're out of the equation. Yeah.
so she's into skin orgasms, and I'm just talking to her about it. I'm explaining it to her.
Okay.
Anyway, comes over, dead, gone, co-pilot gone.
Yep.
There's only the four of us.
no radio
She's asleep.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. No radio signal.
Asleep.
No
yeah.
radio tower.
There's radio tower.
Oh, so they can talk you through it?
We can talk.
Okay. And what series of plane is it? No, what make and series?
It's
Fuck.
a
Fucking hell.
Cessna.
A little one.
Four
Okay.
of us in the set. Okay.
Wait,
B-26.
That's a tiny one with
Yeah.
not many passengers. Why is there an air hostess?
Ah, Dave.
Well, we're a good band.
Yeah.
We've got
Okay,
needs.
and we got radio tower.
Is that like a private jet size? Is that what we're talking
Okay.
about? For-
Yeah.
And I can't pick myself.
You can't pick
Yeah.
yourself. No.
Okay.
I'm not picking you.
Someone pick me, please.
Who wants to go first?
So
Ben?
we're talking on the radio to somebody who's guiding us on how to do this shit.
The guider. Yeah, the guider's on.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I've got mine.
I got mine.
All right, you got yours. You go.
Yeah, I'm going Leggie.
Oh.
Because he pulls shit out of his ass. Like, he's known to hit the 3-point shot in the clutch. And he's known to throw a dart around his back and hit the bullseye.
Well, that's
he
true,
he
yeah.
pulls shit out of his ass, and he's just one of the most capable humans I've ever met. I reckon
that's lovely.
he would pull this out of his ass and give us the best chance. I did almost say Scoot only because his dad's obsessed with planes and like took his mum on a first date to the airport to watch planes land
Yeah.
and shit. So almost picked Scoot.
He's
but
not
Leggie's Leggie pulls shit out of his ass.
My dad loves planes, but he's not the most gifted at flying them. He does model plane flying. He crashes. He doesn't even call it flying. He's
Yeah.
When I say, what did you do on the weekend? He
Didn't
goes, I
you
went.
take that
He doesn't say
model?
that. He doesn't say I went flying. He says I
I
went
was
crashing.
going to bring that up. Didn't you take that petrol-powered plane down to the local sports ground and crash the shit out of it on flight 1?
No, that was my dad. So I got him
that
that
was
for
you.
Father's Day when I was like 3 years old. Like obviously my mum bought it for him. And I reckon by the age of 10, maybe he'd built that thing. And then we went to the airstrip place to learn how to fly it together. They showed us, like, a guy knew how to do it, took it up, gave the controls to. I had to go. I
Went all right?
Went all right.
Yeah.
I did the little split S move, like it's kind of a half loop and stuff. Gave it to my dad. Within about 8 seconds, he's crashed the thing.
Gone.
And that was like 7 years of work building the thing, all gone.
No.
Just gone, straight away. Yeah.
All right, Benji, you go.
I'm going to go with you. I think you're...
Me again? Oh.
Yeah, again. I think you're capable of achieving anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's lovely.
Yeah, it's
Thank
nice,
you.
isn't it? Yeah.
Well,
I can't wait for someone to say something nice like that about me on this podcast.
Yeah, well, I was gonna choose Jigs, but didn't because he's pretty. As much as I don't want to say it, like he's pretty skilled at things like, just driving computer game, hand-eye coordination. I see
driving with my knees while
all that sort of
a
stuff.
burger and a Coke and a phone call.
Was gonna say Benji as well because I think you like.
Everyone's going to get an honourable
pretty good
mention
at
and stuff,
racing car simulation games, all that sort of stuff.
That's true.
But I've gone with Leggie because of one reason, and that is just confidence. I reckon he would be. You guys, while you've got the skill, I just think in the situation would not be as blindly confident as Leggett.
Like we're getting down on the ground if you're controlling it. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you.
So-
I went with Jigs for the simple fact that us three, our ears are fucked. we would hear the wrong thing.
All three of you would be dizzy as fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that you
vertigo.
you would hear everything and construct it in a way that you would do it by the book.
I'd have a crack.
Where I'd go, fuck it, let's just land
I'd
it
love
ourselves.
to have a crack.
Yeah, but then the confidence would get us there.
It's a good question, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd give up halfway. Let's just play over.
I'd just be too easy to give up on life. It'd just be like, it was all a simulation. I'll just reboot. Nose dive it.
It's a Truman Show, anyway.
It's going to be like,
The ants will fix me up.
None of you fuckers are real anyway. It's only me.
All right, we're out of time, are we? I think
Yeah, we're pretty close, yeah.
All right, I got a quick joke for you guys.
Before we go,
Before
we go, sign up to be a stablemate.
Yes.
Backonthehorsepodcast.com. Become a stablemate. Lots of fun things.
One thing
coming
before
there.
you finish on whatever you're going to finish on. There's another one where I've been hard done by, I feel, in my life.
Yeah.
Where
not enough airtime.
Yeah, where I don't think I'm understood properly by the opposite sex or whatever. So when a few years ago, I said to the
That's funny.
I said to the boys, this is when they were a bit younger. I said to the boys,
They're gonna have a misguided version of you.
I was trying to be a good dad here, by the way. I'm just saying, let's do something together, fathers and sons. Let's start a combined toenail collection. So we pick our toenails off, and this little cup here, we're going to put them all in. And then when your guys are 21, that's going to be some sort of confetti or something. That's going to be amazing. That's going to be something
together.
we work together to.
Bacteria confetti.
Yeah, Erin forbid it. She did not like it at all.
I don't know
Why
why.
did you bring this up when she was
And
here?
just as a little token of my seriousness about this, I've prepared a little toenail collection here for you. These are just the toenails that I've picked this evening during this podcast, and I'd like to present one to you each.
You can put mine there. That's Thank you.
Hey,
That's
can I take this one step further?
Is this about the scab?
Do you remember for Christmas 1 year?
This is how much I love Jigs.
For Christmas,
At least I got you a present. At least I got you a present.
for Christmas 1 year, as a token of his appreciation to how I've kept his business afloat for fucking the year, he gave me a scab collection. He picked his scabs off all year, put them in a Ziploc bag, and he gave them to me for Christmas.
That's horrific.
That
It
is
was fucked. It was fucked, and
That's
he gave
meaningful.
it to me on the last
I gave
day
you a
work for
part of
Christmas.
myself.
literally
Many parts of
bag
myself.
of cornflakes.
Oh, it was so fucking disgusting.
Anyway.
All right, is that all? That's Thank you for that. That's
keep the toenails,
lovely.
guys.
Yeah.
I don't want mine. Put mine in
Finish on a quick joke. What's pink and got 7 dints in it?
I know this one.
Go.
Snow White's.
Yes. Thank you very much and good much. We'll see you again.
Very funny. Very funny.
Can we talk about that?
Fucking horse.